Hello action figure fans, this is HammerTron here with a new action figure review for you. This time I am reviewing the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Sabbac action figure. This is based on the Sabbac character from the Black Adam movie. This was released in 2022. I bought this in 2023. It comes in a very nice big window box. This is one of the Megafigs. So bigger than the normal DC Multiverse action figure. So there's the front. Here's the top with the Black Adam movie logo there. Here is the bottom with some manufacturing information there. One side where it says Sabbac, Black Adam. The other side, it also says Sabbac. I like this window box where it wraps around to the side. I like how it wraps around to the top there, so it lets in a lot of light so we can see the action figure that we want to buy. And here is the back, a nice picture, but there is no cross-sell showing the other action figures in this wave. It's too bad, but I will review this action figure in just a moment. Here we have Sabbac out of the packaging, and he looks impressively tall. Let's see how tall this action figure is. Looks like to the tip of the horns, almost 10 inches tall. Although if we tilt his head up a little bit, it'll be a bit taller. So about 10 inches tall, or 25.5 centimeters tall. So that's an impressively sized action figure. Let's take a look at the accessories that this action figure comes with. We have an action figure stand with a DC logo on it. So a very simple action figure stand. We also have a trading card with a picture of Sabbac. On the back is a little biography about Sabbac from the Black Adam movie. So he was a general who wants to take over Kandak and take over the world. So Black Adam has to fight him and stop him. So this is a very impressive large action figure, or a Megafig. If we look here, there's some sort of design. Looks like maybe a scar or something in his chest. I'm not sure what the symbol is. So he was a general that was possessed by a demon. So he has some demonic horns and he's looking very scary. So lots of details. He has pointed ears. So very nice looking. Lots of details there. Just a little bit of paint there. Lots of details. We have some hard plastic attached to the shoulders back here. Lots of details on his back. And some sort of robe made out of hard plastic. Lots of nice sculpted details and some painting. Has some armbands on his arms. Not a whole lot of details on the legs here. It looks like he has bare feet. There are the toes. We have peg holes on the heels. So we have some attention to detail all the way around the figure. Now, I have not seen the Black Adam movie, and I might have a single comic book with this character in it, and I think it looks a little different from the comic book version. So I'm not familiar with this character. I don't know how much is different. But this figure looks nice the way it is. Either I can use this in a DC Multiverse display, or I can use it with some other action figures, but we'll get to that in a moment. Let's take a look at the articulation. We can look up and down, turn side to side. Very nice. A little bit of head tilting at the shoulders. This shoulder's a bit stiff, but we can do it. We can go out. Not too bad. And here there's some extra plastic piece that seems to be floating around. That's meant to hide the gap in there. So we'll go down, some tight ratcheting there. There we go. We can go around. Go around. Very nice. It looks like we have some kind of butterfly joint here. It seems to be moving around. That's pretty nice. So interesting plastic pieces that are floating around in there, filling in the gap so we don't see into the figure. Then we have bicep cuts. So that is working. We want to move the arms out a little bit because the triceps back here will bump into the body. So that is working. We have double jointed elbows. Very impressive. So very nice. We can straighten out the arms. At the wrist, we can turn the wrist. So that is working. Also hinges. More of a vertical hinge with these hands. So that's working. We have a diaphragm cut. We can crunch forward just a tiny bit, go back a little more, side to side a bit more. So that seems to be working pretty nicely. It does interfere with the scars or something or whatever he has on the chest there, but it's not too bad. There does not seem to be any waist twist. At the hips, we can do the splits. So not too bad. Could be a little better, but not too bad the way it is. And kick forward. It's pretty hard with this hard plastic or pliable plastic piece in the way. But there we go. If we move the legs a little bit, we can kick forward just that much. And back only that much. And on this side, we have to move the leg out a little bit in order to articulate it. So we cannot kick very high. And not back. So this plastic piece here is interfering with the articulation. There are double jointed knees. So that is working. Okay, then we have a twist at the ankle. So that is working. And hinge going up. And tippy toes going down. And there's ankle pivot. Just a little bit. Now that one's not working. This one works a little better. So just a little bit of an ankle pivot there. And there is toe articulation. So all of the joints seem to be working very nicely. There's no upper thigh cut here. And I think this part is interfering with the articulation at the hips. Otherwise it would kick higher. But so far, right out of the box, all of the joints seem to be working very well. They're a bit loose. I'm a little worried about how loose they are right out of the box, but at least they're working pretty smoothly, nothing too stiff, so I don't feel like I'm going to break them. I'm just a little worried they're going to get too loose over time. But so far, it's a pretty nice action figure. Now I just need to get him balanced and get him standing. So very nice. Here is the Megafig Sabbac action figure next to a pair of 4-inch action figures. On the right is an adventurer from an Animal Planet set I reviewed a while ago. On the left is the Jonesy Fortnite action figure by Jazzwares. And Sabbac makes a great giant-sized monster for the 4-inch or 1/18 scale action figures. Here is the Megafig Sabbac next to a 6-inch action figure on the left, the Fortnite Legendary Series Havoc action figure by Jazzwares, and a 7-inch action figure on the right, the Masters of the Universe Masterverse He-Man action figure by Mattel. And Sabbac makes a great giant-sized monster for either the 6 or 7-inch scaled action figures. Here is the Megafig Sabbac next to a DC Multiverse Build-A-Figure Atrocitus, which is about 9 to 9.5 inches tall, and the Black Adam with Cloak action figure at about 7 inches. So I'm very happy about how large Sabbac appears to be. He's a bit bigger than the Atrocitus Build-A-Figure, although I think the Atrocitus figure is a little bit heavier. Still, it's a very nicely sized action figure, and it makes a great monster character for a variety of displays and dioramas. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this Sabbac action figure. I like how large it is. I like the DC Multiverse Megafigs by McFarlane Toys with the larger scale action figures. And this looks okay. I'm not attached to this character, so I don't really care how it looks. I can use this in a variety of displays or dioramas outside of DC Comics. Normally I prefer the original comic book version of the character, so I don't know how much has changed between the comic book version and the movie version. I think the comic book versions are the best, but this figure is okay. I'm pretty happy how all the joints are working properly right out of the package. They're a bit loose, but better just a little bit loose than too stiff because I don't want to break it. So overall, pretty nice figure. Thank you for watching my review video. Remember to like the video, leave a comment, let me know what you think of this figure, and subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with my future reviews. I'll see you next time, action figure fans.